Oh my god, I guess I'm not running that fast. This kid is keeping up with me. Like, what? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a great day. My cat's back there. For today's video, I'm going to be doing another Tea Time Tuesday where I'm going to be telling you guys a little story while I do my makeup. But the makeup is irrelevant. It's mainly about the story. For today's story time, I'm going to be telling you guys a story about how my family literally panicked at Indiana Beach and what happened and all that. I don't know how to title it, but it's a very big story involving my sister. So yeah, let's get into that. Just a bit of a disclaimer. Everyone is okay that's involved in the story. Everyone's fine. The story was a long time ago. This was not a recent story. So this is a very popular story on my dad's side of my family because this happened with them. It's just a crazy story, and I'm gonna tell you my perspective and what I was seeing and doing and stuff like that. A little bit of backstory before I actually tell the story. This story did involve my sister, who was a main character. Now around this time, like I said, this was a long time ago, my sister had really bad asthma. I think it was like a sports asthma. So anything that involved exercising, she had to take her like asthma pump. I don't really know much about that, so I'm not gonna go too into that. But around this time, my sister had really bad asthma. And another thing to add, my family did the annual camping trip where we would go to Indiana Beach and they have campsites. We would camp there, like set up tents. I'm talking the whole 9 yards, y'all. I don't do that now because I've definitely got a fear of bugs, and I just don't do it now. They still go. It's an annual thing. Let's get into the tea. If you guys don't know how Indiana Beach is set up, which I'm assuming that no one knows, it's kind of set up where the tent, the camping ground, is far from the amusement park. And there's trolleys that will pick you up and take you around the campus, well, not campus, the campgrounds, and will take you to the amusement park, right? Out going on the trolleys, it's a very long walk. Am I saying that right? Trolley? The bus, okay? We were at the age where we didn't really need an adult with us, especially because we went in groups. So we had our older cousins with us to like watch us and stuff like that. So the issue wasn't the fact that we didn't have an adult with us, you know. Now, in the summertime, my sister would need to take her asthma pump a lot more because I think the pollen, the heat, all that. So prior to that, she was taking her asthma pump every day. I think that day she just didn't take it or something. I don't know. I don't really understand why. So we take the bus there. We go on the rides. We have a good time. You feel me? We were cool. We were chilling. On our way back, it's a little later. So this cat. Do you see her? After spending almost all day at this amusement park, we decided to go back to the campsite. We're hype, you know, as being kids, we're just like all over the place and we're waiting for the bus, right? So we're waiting for this bus and this bus is taking forever, y'all. We're like, what is this bus doing? We're trying to, you know, we're hype. We're like, you know, just being kids. We're just like all over the place because we just had so much energy from being at the amusement park all day. So we're like, all right, let's just walk, okay? We're just gonna walk all the way back to the campsite. Now, we don't do this because, like I said, it's a very far walk. So the fact that someone was like, I don't know who, was like, let's just walk, I'm like, I don't do that. But, you know, since the group was going, I couldn't be the only kid not going. So I'm like, okay, whatever. We'll just walk. So we're walking. Oh, also there's a hill to get like, so this is the like campsite, this is the like amusement park. There's like a hill you gotta go down. So I'm just like, bro, we really finna go up this hill? That's crazy, crazy, crazy. Me and running don't mix well, because this story, I'm like, I literally got lost on a run before. Like, I don't think this is good for me, you know? We kind of get not all the way up the hill, but we kind of get to like almost to the top, and we see the trolley, we see the bus, and we're like, okay, the bus is right here, but there's like a bus stop for it. We are not at this bus stop, y'all. We are way past the bus stop, and the bus was going down to meet the people at the amusement park where we were at. But again, we just decided to walk. So the bus is passing us, and one of my cousins were like, yo, let's just hop on it. So again, we are all over the place because we have so much energy. We're chaotic, we're crazy right now. It's kind of like if you give a kid some sugar, and we're just like that. Like, we have so much energy, and we're just having a good time, you know. It was summer, so we're having a great time. So my cousin, she's like, let's just hop on the bus, like the back of the bus, you know, and just moving. And we still had a very long walk. So we like, girl, we might as well just go all the way back down, just go all the way back up. That was our thought process too. So we're running, and the bus, I don't think it was going fast, obviously, because it's a bus. The bus was going past us. My cousin decides to jump on the back of the bus. Her and my sister jumped on the back of the bus while the bus was still moving. They jumped off the bus. The bus had kind of stopped, I think. Me, I was very slow. I couldn't really like catch up to them. So, you know, I'm sure if I was at that point, I would have jumped on the bus as well. But I did not, because I was a slow. Me and my other cousin were just sitting back like, girl, y'all gotta slow down, because, you know, we're not the fastest bunch of them all. You feel me? They hopped on, the bus stopped, and then they hopped off because we didn't want to get in trouble. So then we started just running, because they're like, oh my God, that probably wasn't the smartest thing to do, because one, you know, the bus was moving, and we just didn't want to get in trouble. So we just hopped off. Well, they just hopped off, and we started running towards the campsite, right? So we're running towards the campsite, and my sister starts to have an asthma attack. Like I said, y'all. Yeah, hold up. Let me do my powder. Hold up. Yeah, my sister starts to have an asthma attack. And I'm sitting here like, girl, like, out of all the moments, out of all the times, out of all the people, this is not the group that you want to do this with. Are you sure you want to do this? And her body was telling her she was sure. So again, everyone is fine from this story. I don't want nobody thinking, you know, Mariah's still with us. Okay. So she starts to have the asthma attack. We're all in a group at this point. We're like around her. And we do not have her pump. We do not have her inhaler. We don't have any of that. So we're in the middle. It's like we still have a very long way to our campsite. We are too far from the amusement park. There are houses around. But you know, us being black kids, we're like, we're not gonna knock on these doors until the very last minute. Another thing to note, because I know y'all are like, oh, you can just call someone, you can consult. At Indiana Beach, the service was booty. That service, I don't know why it was messed up, but our service was horrible. Mariah's just literally can't breathe, and we're like, what do we do? So there's either two options, right? There's two options. One is to run all the way back to Indiana Beach, to the amusement park, and, you know, go get medical attention because they did have people there. 2 was to run to the campsite and go get our parents, which, you know, they were there too. Yeah, there's no more options. So, right, everything happened so fast. I know I'm like explaining it as if we were moving in slow motion, y'all. It happened so fast. Like, we jumped off the trolley, the bus. We jumped off the bus, running, asthma attack. I was like, boom, I'll take this, I'll take it. I sprint off to our campsite, and you know what? I don't think my brother was with me. He must not have been with me. I don't think he was with our group. I think he was probably with the older kids. So boom, I take off and I'm like, let me go back to the campsite and let me go get my parents while my cousins were staying with my sister. Cause I'm just like, y'all got her? Because I gotta go get somebody. We gotta go get somebody. You know, that's how I was thinking. I'm like, we can't deal with this on our own. We have to go get someone. So I'm running, and mind you, it's still a very long way. I'm not a runner. I think out of all the people, I think me running wasn't the smartest. I definitely should have just stayed behind because I just wasn't the fastest runner. A part of me in my head, I remember this. In my head, I was like, the adrenaline is gonna kick in. I'm gonna be like lightning speed. I'm gonna be like Flash. I'm gonna take off because I need to go help my sister. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, I need to go help her. So I need to go take off and zoom. You get what I'm saying? The legs weren't really understanding the mind, but the thought was there. The thought was there. Okay, don't ask. So I'm running. I get to, so there's a big street, and that's the thing that I was worried about because it's kind of like a highway type street, and I was scared that, I don't know, either I wasn't gonna make the light, so I have to stop. I'm running, you know, in my head, I think I'm running pretty fast. You know, I'm like, I'm up there. I'm like, okay, I need to go. As I'm running, remember I had said my cousin, who's a track runner or whatever, she's one of the people that jumped on the trolley. Why this girl sprints past me. I don't even think she was sweating. She took off, y'all. That, oh my God, bless her heart, because I don't know who I thought I was. Really, I don't know who told me I can make this run. Oh my God, that was so, I was like gassed out. So, but I'm still running, you know, I'm still running because I'm like, maybe we need 2 people. We need 2 people. So I'm still running, and as I'm running, there's a child running right next to me. So my younger, another one of my cousins that was with us, she was a little younger. She was running right next to me. I'm like, oh my God, I guess I'm not running that fast. This kid is keeping up with me. Like, what? I thought I was over here sprinting. You know, the track star running past me was normal. I was like, you know what? That's what she does. I'm not finna, you know, give myself the short end of the stick because she's a runner. So I'm like, let me just keep going. But y'all, when that little girl caught up to me, I was like, whoo, I am exhausted. I cannot keep doing this. So I would not have stopped if my cousin didn't run past me though, y'all. I would have definitely kept it moving because I'm like, nah, I gotta go. But when my cousin ran past me, I was just going just to make sure, you know. But when that little girl was up to my speed, I said, you know what? This ain't the job I should have picked. This ain't the role I should have volunteered myself for, because it's obvious that this wasn't in my pay grade, you know? So, and we were getting to the big street, right? Nah, I'm gonna have to stop because my little cousin, we're getting to this big light and I have to watch her. So I'm like, dang, like, a part of me was like, dig, why'd this little girl catch up to me? Because I was on a mission, I was ready. Mind y'all, I had flip-flops on. I started sprinting both of them shoes came off. They flew off the minute I started sprinting. I was so scared and just traumatized. Like I said, everyone's fine now. I was so scared that I didn't even register that I was running with no shoes on. And there was like rocks on the ground. So really I was like cutting my feet up trying to go get help. Cause I'm like, nah. So I'm like, we're running. We get to the light and I'm like trying to talk to her, the little girl, because I'm just like, now I gotta comfort this little girl. So I'm like, okay, well, like, we're gonna play a game. When the light turns, when we're able to walk, we're gonna just run. Because mind you, I'm still in a time crunch. Wow, my sister's over there having an asthma attack. And I'm over here babysitting this little girl now. So I'm like, we're just gonna run and, you know, go. Now, I can see our campground and I can already see that the track star, my cousin, had already reached everyone. So when the light turned where we could run, we just take off. Mind you, I still have no shoes on, so I'm like running barefoot. My feet is getting cut up. I go to my parents. My parents are already like, I think they drove. My parents hopped in a car and drove to Mariah. I would not believe how tired I was. I was like, like that's how I sound because I just could not. I was so out of it. I don't know what possessed me to take the role to run. Even though I had like 50 million track stars with me, I just decided to do it. I think I was just panicking. So I'm like, I just gotta go. I gotta go. And yeah, it wasn't the best role for me. I'll remember that next time. So we kind of passed each other. My parents jumped in their car, went to go get Mariah, and I was just there with family. It's so like, this story may not sound funny, but it's funny now because hearing the different perspectives, like my uncle has a very funny perspective of it because he was on the campsite and he was there when my cousin beat me and said what was happening. So he has a funny story too. Like everyone just has a funny story about it. And now that we know everyone's okay, it's just kind of funny to talk about. So when my parents got to Mariah, they instantly took her to the hospital. She was fine. I think they gave her like oxygen. After my sister and parents left to go to the hospital, I was with my family and my uncle was like, oh, you were running with no shoes on? Come on, let's go get your shoes. I was so tired. I'm like, bro, forget them shoes. I don't care no more. Like, that's how I felt. I was like, I don't even want them shoes anymore. Like, you know how long ago them shoes flew off my feet? I don't even feel like going back there and getting them. No. After that, everyone has always been like, did you take an asthma pump? Did you take an asthma pump? Like, every year we go, anytime we're outside, anytime we do anything, it was, did you take your asthma pump? I know Mariah hated us for that. But, you know, it was a very serious moment. And they just wanted to make sure she was good. I hope you guys enjoyed that story. I hope it wasn't too serious for you. It's a very funny story now. Even Mariah laughs at it because it's like, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Follow me on all my social media. Instagram, angel_halo17, TikTok, mastery17. And I will see you guys on Friday. Bye.